What is PEMF? Pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. It uses a low frequency electromagnetic wave that are designed to stimulate the body's natural electrical system, making it effective for enhancing cellular activity, improving tissue repair, and reducing discomfort. Now, when we talk about terahertz waves, on the other hand, they operate at a higher frequency range. Now, these waves have the ability to penetrate deeper into the body, reaching tissues and organs that other forms of therapy might not. Now, the way Olylife put their device together, we get the power of both of these technologies from one device. So using the P90 is very simple and convenient. You just place your feet on the device for 10 or 15 minutes, once or twice a day, no more than 30 minutes, and you let it naturally energize your cells and support your body's healing process. Now, a lot of times people say, okay, does it work? What's it done for you? And is it safe? Well, it's absolutely safe. The therapies are non-invasive. They're safe. They do not use harmful radiation. It's just a natural energy that's there to support your body's bioelectrical processes. So your body's autonomic nervous system has two main branches. Number one is the sympathetic nervous system. This is your fight or flight mode. Now, if you've ever been scared or under a lot of stress and it just hits you all at once, your heart races, you're out of breath, and you have this heightened fight or flight mode that you're in, and you need to figure out how to calm down, right? Well, number two, the parasympathetic nervous system is your rest and restore mode. That's where you want to get to after you have an incident that triggered your fight or flight mode. Now, the autonomic nervous system is the automatic control center of your body. Think of it like your body's autopilot. You know, when you take a breath, you don't have to tell yourself, oh yeah, I need to remember to take a breath. Or when your heart is beating, you don't have to remember or remind it to beat. It does it automatically. Now, when the system is working well, your body knows exactly what to do to heal itself, digest food, absorb nutrients, eliminate toxins, and relax and repair itself. Now, when it's not functioning properly because of chronic stress, poor sleep, pain, inflammation, things like that, your body gets stuck in a stress state and healing slows down. So when someone is in this high alert state too long, whether it could be caused from military service, chronic pain, or long-term emotional strain, could be your job, right, that puts you in this high level of stress day in and day out. What happens is the body adapts by flipping into permanent survival mode. So your nervous system, in a sense, gets stuck in overdrive, pumping out stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline nonstop. You've probably heard of things like someone says, I have adrenal fatigue or chronic fatigue. What happens is inside your cells, the mitochondria, they're your little powerhouse plants, they start to burn out, reducing your energy at a cellular level. Now, your brain shifts into this survival thinking, and it ends up hurting your focus, your memory, or your emotions, or your emotional resilience. And blood flow even starts to move away from vital organs like your gut and your liver. It slows down digestion, detoxification, and it makes inflammation even worse. Now, over time, this leads to the very symptoms so many people, unfortunately, in the stressful situation, in their stressful life, in their pain, in their suffering, it leads to all these symptoms of fatigue, brain fog, anxiety or emotional shutdown, muscle aches, or crashing after minor activities or stress. So the longer, unfortunately, that your system stays in the survival mode, the harder it becomes to reset naturally. So PEMF and terahertz therapy can help activate the parasympathetic side of your nervous system. And that allows your body to calm down, recharge, and return to a state of balance. In simple terms, you want to think of it this way. Okay, if you have your cell phone and it needs charged and you plug it in, it recharges that battery. Think of our device that's recharging your cells and recharging your body. And it's no different than that. That's a great analogy. That's what happens to us in daily life and daily living of stress. So as your bioelectrical system reawakens and the microcirculation improves, your blood and cells begin flowing freely again, carrying energy, nutrients, and what many people call your body's life force, giving your body exactly what it needs to repair, recover, and thrive. So my personal results on the P90, before I got started, I noticed that over the last year or two, my fingers, they were like swollen. They would start to stiffen up at night, my wrist and so on. So I kind of had this stiffening going on in my hands. And I was thinking, goodness, I know it's inflammation, but nothing was helping. I do take supplements. I'm pretty healthy other than that. But the thing that was extremely painful was I had my Achilles tendon was completely inflamed. If I reached down and I touched the back of that Achilles, oh my goodness, I couldn't even push in it at all. It was extremely painful. I would try and massage it at night. And, I would get some relief doing that, but it was almost too painful to massage. The other thing that happened was on the other side, my shins were sore. So same thing, they were inflamed. And if I took my fingers and just gently rubbed down my shins, it was incredible amounts of pain. And so again, I knew it was inflammation, but everything that I was trying wouldn't help it. I was sitting here saying, I hope it's not old age, right? I don't want to succumb to that. But I got on the P90 for 10 minutes. We always say go low and slow the first time. So the lowest setting that the device has on there for 10 minutes, I could feel my feet kind of tingling and I could feel something going on. I could feel the circulation. Now, the pain didn't go away after 10 minutes, but after I took my feet off the device, I reached down and I could feel my ankles were warm. I could tell that there was blood flow coming into my feet. And after a few days is all on this device, I couldn't believe it. The pain was pretty much going away. 3 weeks later, I can run my fingers down my shins just like I'm doing right now. I feel zero pain. And it's amazing what the P90 and the technology of the Olylife devices are doing for people. Now, they've also made it, like I said, available to everyone. Think about this. This is cutting edge technology at a fraction of the cost that this thing would sell for to a doctor or a health practitioner. So instead of pricing the device at $7,000 or more, which would be affordable only to health professionals, it's priced so everyday people can afford it and experience the benefits themselves. So we can have one of these in our home, getting the benefits, and we don't have to go to the doctor to see it. So I just appreciate that with Olylife, that they've made it available